Hey everybody, how are you guys doing today? So the top 10 list for the SVB investments and bailouts was announced. Well, it was released and they ended up asking everybody to go ahead and, destroy the copies. It wasn't supposed to be released, but if you guys look at this list, it actually tells a pretty dark story here in the end to help Citadel out in every single way and get them access to, areas that they did not have before. So I just want to go ahead and show you something on this list. There's three things on here that are pretty interesting here to me. So number one is Sequoia. You got USD stablecoin at the top there. And then you got Kazun Limited, which is a Beijing company, which we'll break them down into them as well. So if you guys go ahead and look over here, Citadel announced a 1.15 billion investment from Sequoia. Now, it was a minority investment, so they have a stake in Citadel. Now, if you come over here and look, there's a $1 billion in deposits over there. So they would go ahead and they got a 1 billion bailout, pretty much. So basically, we funded their investment into Citadel because if they would have went under from this or took this hit that they couldn't afford, they might have had to sell some stake in Citadel, and that would have hurt them. So we got to go ahead and pay for this investment in basically a bailout, backdoor bailout for Citadel. On top of this, if you guys go ahead and look at what else is on this list, it was that Kazun Limited. Now, if you go ahead and look over here, Citadel Securities wins wider access to Chinese stock and bond market. And I've been telling you guys, he's been trying so hard to get into the China market. He has been trying his hardest, and they reject him, and he needs an endorsement. Well, that company that I just went over they had $930 billion. Or sorry, 903 billion, and they were the largest online recruiting platform. So if something like that went down, that would have been a major, major hit to Beijing, and they're out of Beijing. So in return of Beijing getting their endorsements, they went ahead and bailed out these companies. And it's like, well, if you go ahead and look at this, it gives good old Kenny Boy some perfect access to places that he never had before. So they're now using the government to basically weaponize everything in business. This is insanity. What else happened on this list? If you look at the number one people at the top, it's USD stablecoin. What did we just got done talking about last time? Citadel, they just got an exchange. They just got their crypto. They'll have stablecoins, all of this stuff. Guess what? Now that they're in charge of it and they have their regulators, their rules, they needed to bail out a stablecoin, which they were saying was national security, was frauds, was Ponzi schemes just a little bit ago. And now they're bailing them out. And now they see stablecoins as a form of money now that they're in control. So basically, this was a massive thing about just helping Citadel get more power in crypto, in the Chinese market, bailing out their investment firms. This is insanity. They're using us to pay for all of their bad investments. We're not only bailing out banks now, we're bailing out their investment firms. This is insanity, you guys. Like I said, the corruption, it never stops.